Hey Soul Garden, welcome to Strange Flower Tarot. My name is Angela. In today's reading we're asking what can you look forward to during the first quarter of 2026. Now let me introduce you to your piles. For pile 1 we have Malachite. Oh, the sun's really coming in. Hopefully you can see. It's pretty in the sunlight. For pile number 2 we have the blue sodalite. Showing that sunlight, it's really pretty. And for pile number 3 we have rhodonite point. All right, these are your choices. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, and when you are ready, pick either the number of the pile, 1, 2, or 3, or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. You can choose more than one if you like. Let your intuition guide you. If ever you feel like you're in the wrong pile, just choose another one. Trust that you are led here to receive a message meant especially for you. If you need more time to choose, pause the video. Timestamps are listed below if you'd like to jump straight to your reading. But if you'd like to hang out with me a little longer, I'm about to share my extended intro where I walk through what we'll be looking at today. And I'll see you in your reading. Okay, so for the extended intro, I've written it all down because I just think it's really fun to engage you all into this process. And as you can see, the sun's really shining in, which is kind of fun and might also be a problem with filming. So we'll see how it goes. So first, I want to cover in this question of what we can look forward to in this whole quarter. It's 3 months. So what to expect with your work and career. How can you best align with this opportunity, whatever you're in or exploring, to make the most of it? What personal strength will help you thrive in this chapter? I don't feel like we spend enough time thinking about what we're doing well, what kind of strengths we have, and identifying those. And I think this will be a good time to do that. We're also going to look at what to expect in your love life, how you can open yourself up to deeper connection with yourself and others, as well as what energy is being invited in when it comes to love. Then we'll look at what you don't see coming, how you can stay open to receive these unexpected energies that might be coming in, and what will help you trust the unknown. And then we want to finally look at something you're really going to love. What can you look forward to, right? How can you savor this moment fully when it arrives? What part of you is ready to receive more goodness? So I think we'll have a good time, and I'm going to try to cram it all in without taking up too much of your time and too much of everybody's time. Before we begin, I wanted to share something personal. This is my very first video, and it means the world to me that you're here with me. And I appreciate you being here with me, and thank you so much for helping me feel welcome. I'm hopeful that this is the beginning, a seed, of something new and wonderful, something that will bloom into a blessing for all of us. And for those of you who are here with me, I'd love to know what's one thing you're hopeful about for the rest of January. I'm hopeful for more sunny days, both literally and metaphorically. I'm especially envious of those of you tuning in from the southern hemisphere, enjoying your summertime. Please send us in the north some of that sunny energy. We could use it. Those of us who get a little chilly and don't enjoy winter as much as everyone else does. I personally am not into snow sports, but I respect it as an activity because it's a way to embrace the cold. That said, I'm going to light the candle, and as I do, please take a moment to set a personal intention for this reading, something you're calling in, something your heart's ready to receive. So we'll do that. All right. May the messages you receive be clear, kind, and just what your soul needs to bloom. And I'll see you in your reading. Thanks for sharing this time with me. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me. You have chosen the Malachite, and I took the opportunity before I got started to look up the meaning of Malachite. It can it can have the meaning of being protective or healing. Obviously, don't forget to consult a professional if you need healing. But I just think it's nice to have a rough idea of the symbolism, some of the spiritual symbolism that some of these stones carry. So we'll put that over here so its energy can be with us in our reading. And let's check out your card. Oh, you got the status for meaning adaptation. Change will be better than you think. Oh, that's promising. So it looks like some of you are going to be experiencing some change coming in this quarter, and I know how overwhelming that can be. I do have multiple decks that I'm going to be using for this reading, and I'm going to dive right into what we're looking at first, which is what to expect in your work and your career. So let's get these cards shuffled and moving right along. And we'll grab 5 cards. Just see what kind of change our theme. Whoa, our theme is change. We've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, the cards are excited and they want us to have 6. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna have 6 cards. All right, so let's take a look at what we have going on. Got the Queen of Cups. I just trimmed my nails before I painted them and I can't pick anything up. It's ridiculous. All right, so maybe you're having trouble picking something up, whether it's something you're trying to learn maybe, or maybe you're fumbling a lot, maybe you have a lot of stress, you're having trouble balancing. Something to think about. Change can be so hard. I got this job. Maybe some of you are headed into Knight of Swords indicates speed. So whatever's going on, there's a fair amount of speed with it. And that can make change even harder when we're coping with everything seems to be moving so fast, and there's a lot of good going on here. If it is new job, you know, it's a new job, maybe you're surprised by how much you're getting paid, you feel good about it, life is good, life is feeling good, and somehow that is feeling absolutely terrifying. So the best thing you can do right now, Spirit is saying, is to surrender to this, not this, like this is your whole system trying to feel familiar in an unfamiliar situation. Maybe you got a promotion, maybe you're looking at new work and you're feeling the anxiety about shifting into something new. I know that can be really part of the overwhelming aspect even of job hunting. Or you're unemployed and you've been unemployed for a while and now you're shifting back into work. Or maybe you know, there's something going on here though that it looks like things are going well, but that you just need to allow yourself to surrender to that and allow that flow to happen. Don't get too carried away, because that might be part of what's overwhelming you. Like if you're trying to add additional new things, sometimes we don't have a choice. We have a new job, we have a new commute, we now have to figure out how, like I see this food, it makes me think about meal planning, for instance, or, you know, we have to come up with a new way of feeding ourselves lunch, perhaps. I worked for a restaurant for a long time and they fed me. So then I go to work someplace else and now I gotta think about lunch. And so I'm not just planning my weekly dinners or whatever, I have to also plan my lunches now, and it can just feel like a lot, especially if everything is moving so fast. So I feel like I want to say congratulations first of all for those of you who are maybe job hunting and a little nervous about what you might be headed into. Just know that it's going to go well for you. Yes, it will be a little bit overwhelming, but yes, you can handle it. And it looks like you have a lot of enthusiasm, a really good attitude. Don't let your fears clobber you. Don't let the speed freak you out of the pace of everything, you know, an increased pace, more to do. You've got people supporting you. You've got good people behind you. It looks like you've got people at home. Like there's definitely a support system here that looks like you can lean into. And having a support system is a strength. You know, for people who don't have a proper support system, they look at others who do and they see the strength in that. So lean on your support system if you need to, and let the support system carry you through this change a little bit while you get and enjoy yourself. I think you really have an ability to enjoy and savor, and even though things feel a little hectic, I encourage you to lean in and enjoy a lot of the blessing of what's happening in your life when it comes to work and career, because you've earned it and you deserve it, and you're allowed to enjoy yourself as much as you possibly can. So let's take a look at your love life, which also it looks like, since our theme is change and we are adapting to change, let's take a look at the love life. So I've got a different deck I want to use for that one. Grab 5 cards and see what we can see. Give these a shuffle. And maybe this one will be just as forthcoming. Gosh, it's fun when Spirit is anxious to share and spitting the cards out. Let's take a look at what we have. We're going to do 5 cards here as well. Okay. I think this one, this, and that. Alright, let's take a look at what we have. Okay, you've walked away, so change. You've walked away from something. You're listening to, you know, the Page of Swords, we don't often tie it to emotion exactly, but this is a lot of, there's some kind of freedom going on where you're analytically perceiving the kind of freedom that you have, and you're making space. Like this is you saying, well, wait a minute, you know, who can I be? Who do I want to be in this change? As I go into this next phase of, you know, maybe a new relationship, maybe you're in a new relationship, maybe you're looking to be in a new relationship, but you've definitely walked away from something old, and it has changed the way you see yourself. It has changed the way you feel about yourself. Your heart is really opening up in a really big way, and it is looking like you are going to have a lot of joy. Gosh, it's strange. It almost looks like, I don't know if it's just me or some trick of the eye, but it's almost like her arm is reaching out. Like in my head, I feel like I'm seeing in my mind an arm spreading flowers everywhere. Like you're the love that's expanding for you within yourself because of this new self-perception is the change is better than you think, will be better than you think. It's like you're seeing that now. When you walked away, you had to just sort of have faith that that would be true, but now you're actually experiencing that in a way that probably feels pretty profound. I'm feeling like a profound feeling inside, increased confidence. You know, all your chakras lining up. You're having your solar plexus chakra balancing. So there's like a confidence, and then that's spreading upward into your heart, which is helping you feel more confident about shining your light, even if there's troubles you've had in the past or maybe still are having with somebody that's behind you. But there's this extension of love happening as it's influencing your whole life. It's influencing, you're doing better at work, you're doing better, everything's just improving because of this improvement in your heart center and in your overall well-being. And this is calling in, interestingly, more prosperity, more abundance in general, better health, maybe more pay, probably love. But I don't think your focus now at the moment is for a partner right away. I think you're really enjoying the play of this and how it's affecting other areas of your life. And I feel that if you keep pursuing this angle of just how good can I feel in all the areas that you can feel good, I really am seeing you ending up in the long run, if you want, calling in the love that you would feel best with. But if you don't want that, if you just want to enjoy being single for a while, it's going to go well for you. And for a lot of you it already is. I think a lot of you are going to resonate with this and say, yes, I walked away, I saw myself a new way, I felt totally different, and now everything is transforming in my life into something so much better. And how cool is that? Wow, that's healing. Like, that's, we were talking about the Malachite. That is definitely healing energy. You are healing profoundly. Your heart is healing, your confidence is healing, and that is just healing your whole life. So, wow, that's really cool. All right, let's head into what you don't see coming. I am going to grab the 4th deck for that one. Whoops, a little crooked. We'll get this one shuffled. Draw our 5 cards. Okay, this one's a little fumbly too. I don't know if I'm going to be fumbly for all of these readings, but this one I feel a fumble, and I think it has to do with the change that we're seeing. So we've got 2. I feel like I want this one as well. Let's see. What else? 4. Okay, that's too many. I'm going to pop that back and grab that one. That one popped out for me. I think that was just a fumble. Whew. So many exciting things. All right, let's see what you don't see coming. 3 of Pentacles, the Hermit, 4 of Cups, Guide of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay. Your attitude is everything when it comes to the unknown. And I am seeing that sometimes you get bogged down by the unknown because you're afraid of what change could mean. I mean, on the one hand, if there's no change, you have this nice static space, like it feels stable, you've got the same people you've always had in your life, the same home you've always lived in, everything is settled. Change comes along, the boat's overturned, the tent's flying away. What do we have? And Spirit is saying you need to lean on your own inner stability and honestly go into the woods if you can. Some people aren't near the woods. If you're near a mountain, whatever it is that defines stability for you. So this depicts the woods, which is why I'm saying woods. This, we've got more mountain going on. But sometimes it's nice to be near something that's been around for a long time. A tree, a mountain, a hill, like whatever it is. Maybe it's a really old building, some kind of old building if you're in a city, that gives you that feeling of something steadfast, something solid, and you can resonate with that energy and feel that sense of stability and solidity in your life, and it will help you feel settled enough to accept changes as they come. Because this Guide of Wands in this deck, this is the King of Wands, and this is a character who has learned how to remain calm even when the boat's overturning and the tent's flying away and everything's chaos. You know, we have this character repeating over here in the calm of the big forest, and being in so that calm enough here in all this chaos for a little bunny to, you know, hang out. And, or, you know, rabbits typically don't want to hang out with anybody who's stressed out. So if you can start learning how to cultivate your inner calm, find a, maybe there's a meditation group or yoga or something balancing, Tai Chi, something that's slow something that's calm, so that you can then resonate with that calm. And that will help you begin to trust all of the unknowns. And as you trust the unknowns more and more, the more positive, unexpected energies will start coming into your life. People you might never have met will start, that are wonderful, and you're so glad to have met them and have them in your world. It could be if you're job hunting, you'll get the job. If you're looking for a new love, you'll get the new love. Maybe just new friend, maybe it's a new hobby, a new passion, something new. But learning how to be calm and steady, which is a lot of what the hermit does. A lot of sitting still, sitting quietly in a stable location, and just being okay with the present moment, being okay with things as they are, being okay with all the changes that can happen in life. And what I want you to know is just like the card says, change will be better than you think. So having that calm within you, creating that calm within you, is really going to help you embrace the changes in a way that allows you to make the most of them and the best of them. So that's what Spirit wants you to know about in this next quarter. There are changes coming. They might feel unsettling, but you can learn to feel settled inside yourself, so that the new isn't necessarily scary, it's just new. And you are there to see all the benefits and all the wonders and take full advantage of it. So, yeah, you're doing a good job. And a lot of you, it looks like, have already been practicing these methods. And if you have something that works for you wherever you are, because like I say, we're all in different places. Not everybody has a forest. Not everybody has a mountain. Not everybody has an old building. But share what you do, where you go, how you get yourself grounded and calmed and settled, so that you can be there and present for life as it brings the new and wonderful things in. I would love it if you all would share what you're doing and help us all benefit, because we don't all know all of the same things. It could be a YouTube music thing that just really works for you, or some other music thing. It doesn't have to be any kind of marketing or anything like that. We're not trying to, I'm not trying to start anything like that, but definitely find what helps you feel solid, so that you can welcome in the new and the wonders and who knows? It's really cool what can happen when we settle down inside and we start welcoming in the changes. So, all right, clear these off, and we'll take a look at our last topic for this quarter. What you can look forward to. Something you're really going to love that's coming in next. I love this. I love thinking about the next 3 months and what new and wonderful things might be coming for all of us, for myself, or anybody I know. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, there's 2. And we got 3, 5 cards again, 4, and 5. Okay, let's take a look at what we have. So we've got the 2 of Wands. And once again, humbling. Oh, this is a bonus card in this deck. Things are easier than you think. Well, that's nice. I like that. The Star card. Okay. Somebody is going to have something wonderful coming in for them. And if you're in this pile, that's you. Feel free to claim all the goodness. And yeah, you. You watching this. And it's coming in quick and loud, and it's going to last. Whatever this is, it will last. So take it in. Take in the good stuff that's coming in. I think it has to do with... Oh, this is so interesting. Because we've got this food. I'm really honing in on this food. There's something about food, and then the 2 of Wands makes me think that this is something you've been wanting. So I keep hearing in my head, somebody's a chef. Somebody, I mean, maybe this is, tell me if this is resonating. Somebody cooks, somebody is a food person. Maybe somebody's learning to cook, and it's easier than you think, and the result you've been dreaming, it's something you've been really, really wanting and you thought you couldn't have. And now it's happening for you. And it's something you've been wishing for and even planning for and even working toward, and you've been talking about it. And it's prosperous. So there is a business happening here. And this is a big change for you to be going into business. And this isn't just your heart. This is like a whole body experience of success that is rolling in with so much speed. This could also be love. This feels like it could be, I'm also getting love. So for those of you who aren't chefs or learning to cook, this feels like maybe it's somebody who's cooking for you. Gosh, isn't that special if that's the case? It really, you've been wanting to fall in love. You've been wanting to meet this person. You've been wanting to do that. And it is happening. It is happening for you. Some of you, I do think you're getting the job that you've been wanting. I am seeing that. You're starting a business and you're having if you're starting a business of any kind, it is successful. That is your timeline, is success. There is a little bit of a slow and steady wins the race aspect of it, but it looks like you're on top of things with marketing, which is going to ensure that you will have the success you're looking for. This is really fun. And you're going to want to really pause when you can. Take some time every day. Maybe in the evening, have a notebook and write down, just even if it's a sentence or two, about what went well, how you're feeling about it, how good this feels, how much you appreciate it. Just make sure every day you're taking time to celebrate and savor that, because this is like the best news ever. And for some of you, you're receiving news. Oops. Oh my. See, there's a lot of speed in this pile. A lot of rush. A lot of hurry up. So a lot of quick momentum, and that can feel overwhelming. So being able to take some time every day to slow down, think about what's going well, the news that's coming in, maybe you're getting a job offer that you've wanted, or you're receiving, it could be an inheritance. I think some of you are receiving an inheritance, or some of you are winning the lottery. I mean, there is news, and it's really good news, and it's going to leave you feeling steady and stable in your life, financially. If you don't have finances yet, you know it's a certain thing, which is going to feel amazing for a lot of you. Yeah, totally embrace this. Wow, what a great way to end this reading. Yeah, so thank you so much for being with me. And it's letting us know, like, you're doing well. Yeah, that little alert is like the message, bing, and then life is going to change completely. So pile 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this reading supported you, please consider supporting me by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, clicking that notification bell, and leave me a comment to let me know what you're looking forward to next in life. I look forward to hearing your stories. I just love the way sharing brings us all closer together in this beautiful soul garden. And to all of my strange flowers out there, I'm sending you so much love and light. Keep blooming, and we'll see you next time. Hello, and welcome to pile number 2. You have chosen the beautiful blue soda light. Put that there. And we are asking, what can you look forward to during the first quarter of 2026? Your card is the calla lily. Symbolism is rejuvenation, And the affirmation is reawaken and then stand stronger. So let's get right into it and see what Spirit has to share with us today. And let me see. We're going to talk about career first, work and career. What can you do to best align with this opportunity? Whoa. Throw all the cards on the table. Actually, that's really interesting. With work and career, put all the cards on the table. All right, so let's do pull our 5 cards. Definitely having an easy time with that. Just feeling all these cards. Just want to come. Okay, let's see what we got. See if I can flip them over. Here we go. Reawaken and stand stronger. So already this is looking... I'm feeling spiritual journey here in this pile. I'm feeling that a lot of you have been on a spiritual journey, and it's been filling you with a lot of hope, and now it's looking like it's, wow. Okay, if you're job hunting, you got a job. If you're trying to find a new, whatever, leave an old place, go to a new place, you have been learning. Maybe you've been in school and now you're headed into the world. You will be just fine. If you're starting a business, you will be just fine. Whatever it is, it's going to go extremely well for you. And you need to just keep doing what you're doing. Whatever discipline you set up, systems, routines, whatever it is you've been doing, keep doing it. It's working for you. So oftentimes we present our best selves when we want to have a job or we want to start a business, and people want what we have to sell or want to hire us, and that's because they like what they're seeing, and what they're seeing is there because of what you've been doing. So stay steady. Knight of Pentacles is all about staying the course, doing the same thing. Oftentimes it's depicted as a farmer planting seeds in a field. That's a very steady, repetitive thing. So sometimes in life we have routines, whatever. Maybe you've got a morning routine that gets you into the right headspace. You've got a life routine that's working for you. Whatever it is, it's working in your favor in a really big way. And that is your strength. That is your strength when it comes to work and career. Your ability to learn something, be disciplined, stay with it, head toward your goals, head toward what you want, and do it in a steady, slow and steady wins the race kind of a way that then results in what to other people might look like luck. You might hear that from people. Oh, you got lucky. No. There is a certain amount. I think, what is it? Luck is opportunity meets hard work, something like that. If you remember. If you remember what that phrase is, that quote is, or whatever it's from, let me know in the comments. But that's what we're seeing here is you aren't just randomly lucky. You are getting what you have earned and deserve and have been working toward. And so, yeah, whatever promotion, it could be a promotion for a lot of you, but it is, you've been doing it, and it is happening for you this quarter, and that's really exciting. So let's head on to the next one. This one really wants to pop out. You will do well. Look at the numbers, everything. See, daily mission, and the little, let me pick this up. He's got his daily mission that he follows, his discipline. And as a result, we see that arrow going up. It's happening. So stick with it. That is your strength. If you need to make a to-do list, make a to-do list. I love a to-do list personally. All right, let's look at what we're expecting next in your love life for this quarter. So let me see. Let's see what we have. This one. This one, and this one. And I'm going to do it like this. That way I can turn them over. I have not been doing a very good job of showing the cards, and so I'm going to try to get better about that. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the 7 of Inspiration. Okay, so we've got a lot of spiritual energy going on here in this part of the reading. We have the Page of Emotions. You might want to look at pile number 1. They got both of these cards, and I shuffled. So I always shuffle between the piles to make sure everything's clean and clear. But it is interesting, both of these came up. Just worth considering if you haven't watched it already. You have the Knight of Inspiration. So in this pile, instead of, we had the Knight of, with your work, we had the Knight of Pentacles. But with your love life, we have the Knight of Inspiration. So the Knight of Pentacles is about slow and steady and maintaining. The Knight of Inspiration is about speed and fire. And then we have Queen of Materials. So what I'm seeing here with your love life is that you are a catch. But that means that you have been attracting people into your life who are unsettling. Maybe they feel like they're moving too fast. Maybe they've been undermining your confidence. You've been lied to. And that probably has created some trust issues for you. And I think you're trying to break out of a lot of that so that you're not carrying those trust issues forward. And you're succeeding. You're succeeding at overcoming those trust issues. You're succeeding at opening your heart, which is amazing. If you can do that, you're the reawaken and stand stronger. That is exactly what you're doing. And it's really beautiful. And I'm really impressed. And I'm really proud of you. And it makes me, you can probably hear my voice. Like, I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, I feel like the weight, I feel the weight of what you've been going through. I feel the weight of what you have witnessed and seen and experienced, and how hard it was to get out of that. And how hard it was to, I mean, that's been a spiritual journey. It really has. And it's also been a spiritual awakening for a lot of you. And that spiritual awakening is making you a stronger and better person. And continuing, I think this might also be about you learning to love yourself. Again, maybe you may have never really properly learned. Maybe you had self-love and it got lost along the way, but your self-love is really developing right now. And I feel like with this pile, I feel like when it comes to your love life, it's almost more about the love affair with you than anything else. And I know you feel like there's some speed here, something which also could be a kind of anxiety. But if you are looking for love and you do want to bring love in, it is coming, and it's coming because you are a catch. And it could also be, we're seeing that as you awaken into your self-love and stand stronger in your self-love, that's going to draw more people in who are going to be interested in you. And those fireworks can be really intimidating when we've been through something tough. And the Queen of Pentacles, though, she is, I think the Queen of Pentacles might be one of my favorites. And maybe it's because I aspire to have that kind of steadiness and stability and fortitude, the resiliency, the abundance, the knowing, like, yeah, look at this little, I don't know if you can see it very well. She is just owning, this character is just owning the confidence. And I know I said she, and this isn't about gender. It doesn't matter. Anybody can be a queen. Owning that confidence, owning that sense of self, having the open heart and saying, yes, this is who I am. And I like who I am. And I'm proud of who I am. And I don't need to let anybody into my life who isn't worthy of me. And that is a profound place to be. And I'm so impressed. And I can feel the relief. I can feel the hope. I can feel the pain that you're recovering from. I can feel the new confidence that you have. And this also, I think, has to do with you. I see this firework, and I think also not just fireworks that are intimidating. It might be your own fireworks that are scaring you. Your own confidence might be, because you're afraid that you're just going to attract the wrong energy into your life again. But you are on fire, and you're allowed to be. And you're allowed to be single for a while if you want to be. You're allowed to just be with yourself and have a love affair with yourself if that's what you feel like doing. Totally embrace it. It's yours, and you just own this time of awakening. Own this time of getting familiar with the strength that you have inside of you. And it's a really beautiful place to be. And there's so much healing been happening here. The sodalite, I looked up the meaning, and it often means clear thinking and reducing anxiety. And that's what I'm seeing, is a lot more clear thinking. Now it's just time to reduce the anxiety. Obviously, sodalite's not meant to replace any kind of professional support. So if you need professional support to help you through this shifting into an awakening and strengthening, definitely seek it out. But it looks like you're already on your way in that direction. And yeah, and if you aren't already feeling the confidence fully, if you're still having some of those anxieties, that's okay. You're on your way. You're on your way to that confidence, and it is happening for you. And I'm really impressed. I'm really moved. And so we will look next at what you might not see coming in this first quarter, 2026. And this one. Okay. Let's see what we have. We have the 8 of Cups. I'll organize these in a minute. The Devil. Don't be intimidated. 10 of Wands. Don't worry. The Fool. Of course, now we really know something unexpected is coming. And the Sun. So snakes can be a symbol of healing. And I came across, it's coming into my mind now, I came across a meaning for the Devil card that has to do with liberation. And we have the 8 of Cups here. And there is, I feel like there was the 8 of Cups also in pile 1. So once again, if you feel drawn to pile 1, there might be something there for you. But there is a liberation happening here, and a decision-making process that says, do I want to keep doing the same darn effort that I've been doing over and over again, or am I ready for something new? And what we're seeing here is that you are definitely ready for something new. You are ready, even though you don't see it coming, you are ready for something more carefree, for success, for things to go well. You have the strength. You've been through it. You've worked through it. You've liberated yourself from something. There is temptation. And I think the temptation sometimes is to go back or to keep doing things the way we've done them because we're used to it. And I don't think you even want that anymore. I think you're aware of that. I think you're aware of those feelings, but I think you've resolved to handle things differently. That yes, there's still some work to do, but you're going to even do whatever work there is, you're even doing that differently. So if you have, you're showing up at work differently, you're showing up in relationships differently, you're even showing up with yourself in a whole new way. And when you learn to play with the play with life. So I think that's what Spirit is wanting to tell you. I'm really getting that sense that, as I was saying, you're showing up differently. Playing more is how you're showing up differently. And that is becoming your strength, is your ability to laugh and play. And maybe it's the same work you're doing, but maybe you're turning on music and you're singing while you're doing the work. I'm seeing some people are doing some kind of cleaning, like actual physical cleaning. I know we often like to think about big corporate careers, but some people are doing some kind of manual type labor, and you're learning how to have fun with it. If it's a job where you're on your feet, you're dancing somehow. There's music, there's laughter, there's play, you're interacting with people differently. You're looking at what you can appreciate and what you can enjoy. And if you aren't doing those things, that's what Spirit's encouraging you to do, that it's encouraging you to laugh and play and sing and dance and be in the sun and smell the flowers and be around the flowers and just really revel without becoming, it's not about becoming lazy. In fact, you'll find you get more done or just as much done, but you will be getting things done just as well. And it's going to go really well for you because you're having this whole new approach to all of it. And so what you don't see coming is a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of success because of this new approach. So whatever it is that you had to walk away from, what you don't see coming is, here we are in the dreary, in the moon, in the darkness, in the swamp, and now it's a field of sunflowers and in the sunshine. You don't see that coming, but this is coming when you take the approach of being more playful with life. And that's exciting. That's doable. You can do this. You can face these challenges in a new way. You really can. And I think you know that. And I think some of you have already started. And if you have, please share with those who are struggling how you were able to do that. What methods whatever it is. Maybe you took a dance class. Maybe you started hanging out with friends more. Maybe you just started singing out loud to songs, even if you sing bad. Whatever it is that's helped you learn to be more playful in your work, in your tasks, in the hard things that you're facing, helped you find that place of more ease and flow. Please share with us, because we could all use some inspiration for sure when life is rough. All right, so finally, what little random thing might be coming in that you're absolutely going to love? Let's take a look there. I'm having so much fun doing this reading. I'm learning a lot as I go, so I appreciate your patience with me, and I expect to improve a little more with every video, because that's what we do. At least that's what we can try to do. It's all the best of us. It's all that we can. It's the best we can try to do. That's what I'm trying to say. So, all right, let's take a look. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So he really likes to show up today for you in this pile too. Oh, the Sun card again. Something you love. Money, prosperity, a new person. We've got the Devil card again. So it's something that it's interesting, and something you've been tempted by. Oh, 10 of Cups. Some of you are going to fall in love. 7 of Cups. Some of you, this is definitely wish fulfillment. Don't get distracted by, what's the word I want? I wonder if this is even acceptable. I feel worried. I'm going to cover them up. We'll just use this. I don't want to cover up the word this. Okay, we'll do that. So I want to honor the rules. Let's think about this for a second. I'm seeing, for a lot of you, a love connection. And it's the kind of person you've been hoping for a long time. And I think you're going to doubt that this person could be real, that it feels too good to be true. But it isn't. And I think there's going to be a period of insecurities, maybe for both of you, that might be hard to cope with. It might even feel like indecision. Do I pick this person or not? Is this really the best person for me? It seems like this is someone who's very different than anyone you've experienced in the past. And so that can actually create a feeling of threat. But this is not dangerous. In fact, pursuing this relationship, as long as it feels good to you, that's the point. As long as feeling good can feel threatening if we're not used to feeling good. I guess that's the point I'm making. And what I'm seeing is that you are going to keep embracing the fact that you feel good, you feel safe, everything feels balanced, This person is showing you that they are balanced and steady, consistent in their behavior. And I think that's going to help you with your indecision, because you'll be able to clearly connect with this person in a loving way. And if they don't connect with you in a loving way, then this is not who we're talking about. This is not someone you have doubts about, because they don't give you any reason to have doubts. They are steady. So this is, if you have someone in your life and you're trying to impose this reading on them and it's not working, don't do that. This is somebody that, those of you who have this in your life, that you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And if it's not a romantic partner, if it's not a romantic partner, this could be a job. This could be some kind of work that you're doing, a new hobby. I think for a lot of you, this is a new hobby and something that you've thought of as, you know, like your secret hobby that you do when you have time, but you're prioritizing it more because it brings you joy. This is about choosing something for your life that brings you joy, that somehow that joy has felt like it wasn't allowed. I know a lot of us have activities that we would like to do, whatever it might be. I mean, for some of you, it could be the tarot. You have a culture that you live in or come from that is just not accepting of things like tarot, and so you keep it under wraps, and you're tired of that. You want to buy the decks, and you want to learn the cards, and you want to do all these things, and the indecision comes from allowing yourself to just be more open about who you are. And so yeah, there's somehow too, this is connected with, this just feels like it's whatever this is about for all of you, whether it's the love life, the career, the friendship, a hobby of some kind. It feels like you're holding yourself back from joy, or you have been holding yourself back from joy, and now you're finally letting that joy in. You're letting yourself embrace all of the fun, and you're letting yourself discover that it's safe to do this, and even more than safe, it is very fulfilling. So pile number 2, that was your reading. Oops. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this reading supported you, please consider supporting me by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, and clicking that notification bell. Leave me a comment to let me know what you're looking forward to next in life. I look forward to hearing your stories. I just love the way sharing brings us all closer together in this beautiful soul garden. And to all of my strange flowers out there, I'm sending you so much love and light. Keep blooming, and we'll see you next time. Hello, and welcome to pile number 3. You have chosen the beautiful rhodonite, and I took the time to look this up before the reading, and I read that it can symbolize emotional healing and self-love. That doesn't mean you want to skip professional help if you need it, but it's kind of nice to know that that's a little bit of our theme for this pile. And then we also have the white carnation with the keyword devotion and the affirmation, be true and pure in thought and deed. So that is interesting. And that almost feels like it ties to self-love in so many ways. When we're true to ourselves and pure with ourselves and our thoughts and our actions and what we do, we honor ourselves, and then that just spills out and ends up honoring everybody around us. So let's see what we have for work or career. Take 5 cards and we'll see what we've got. Get this up and it's ready to go. I'll set that deck aside and I will see what we have. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords. This card is featuring heavily today. Everybody's getting jobs, apparently, which we could all, and I know a lot of you are probably saying, yes, please. We've got the Emperor. We have the 10 of Wands. That's another one that's been showing up. The Emperor has been showing up today. We have the Chariot. So yeah, definitely someone's getting a job. And it's going to feel overwhelming at first. And then we have the Devil cards also featuring a lot. You have had a lot of doubts about this. And if you haven't got the job, if you have, let me say, if you have got the job, you're feeling overwhelmed. It won't always feel that way. I think there's some pessimism going on, or some sense of being chained to something, and that just isn't the case. There is this card here, this Chariot card. I like it. It has the word new adventure. So sometimes when we start something new, it can feel incredibly overwhelming. We can be very challenged by the people we're working with. You may have someone challenging that you're working with, and you need to make sure that you're being true and pure in thought. And so you need to maintain your own values and your own honor and your own stability. And if you're in a job like with someone actually toxic, what we're seeing here is you're going to get a new job. And it's going to be a whole lot better than what you've been dealing with. And your ability to be honorable and to honor your own values and be respectful of others and do a good job even under a stressful situation, that is what's going to help you get into something new. You're going to be seen. Someone's going to see that and say, hey, look, they know the mess that you've been working in, or they know what you've been working with. Maybe you want to move departments or something like that. Maybe you're trying to get promoted and you doubt you will because you have some troublemaker that you're coping with. But the people with power to make your life better can see what kind of person you are, can see what kind of values you're operating from. And they are interested in you, and they're paying attention. And when, what we're seeing in this next quarter is experiencing that shift out of the chaos, out of the heavy loads, out of the toxic behaviors, and into something that truly will feel like a new, exciting adventure that you want to embrace. So keep being you, and that theme is coming up in this pile. No, that theme came up in pile 2. Yeah, so if you feel drawn to pile 2, you might check it out. It was very much like that. There's something going on with you that works, even if it's in a setting where it doesn't feel like it's working. Overall, in the grand scheme, it does work, and it is taking you to where you want to go. So definitely, when it comes to your working career, keep doing what you're doing. Definitely keep doing what you're doing, because whatever is uncomfortable is not going to be forever at all. Not at all. Things are changing. So let's take a look at what to expect in your love life. What we have coming up in the next 3 months for the first quarter of 2026. And if you're watching this at a different time, just think of it as the next 3 months. Because that's really what we're talking about. We can call it whatever year we want, whatever time of year. But we just want to know what's coming up. So we've got the 4 of Cups. We have the Star. We've also had a lot of Star card today in our piles, which has been fun. Always love to see that. The Hermit. Had some Hermit energy today as well. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And we have the Death card. Okay, so there's definitely some kind of renewal going on here. Something has ended. It was uncomfortable. It's left you really feeling like... Yeah, so this is a pile that is all about developing self-love. That came up in pile 2 as well, so you might check that out. Some overlap there. But this one is definitely all self-love. So if you are looking for someone to come in romantically, you might want to check out pile 2 or pile 1, because this pile is not going to see anybody new coming in. You don't want anybody new coming in. In this case, the Star card is about hope, because that's what you're trying to rebuild. You're rebuilding yourself. You're rebuilding your dreams. You're keeping yourself close while you heal from this change that you've been through. For somebody anybody in this pile who's lost, some of you I feel have lost a loved one. Maybe they've crossed over. passed over to the other side, and that I feel that I'm feeling those emotions for that, and I'm so sorry, and I'm feeling for you. And for those of you who maybe it's a different kind of loss of a loved one, but there's definitely some heavy loss here, and you are doing exactly what you need to do to heal. You are taking time with yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're getting through each day. You're developing hope. It's not easy. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. Oh, I feel this. Yeah, you're definitely having the emotional healing happening. And you're loving yourself through this. And Spirit is there with you. I really, in this Four of Cups, the way it's depicted, you have unseen, maybe non-physical is there for you, is what I'm trying to say. You've got so much non-physical support. And I think you feel it sometimes, and sometimes you don't. This is a time to be cozy with yourself. I know a lot of us in the Northern Hemisphere this time of year, I'm doing this reading in January, so warmth tends to be, we want to nurture ourselves, have comfort food, lots of fleece, rolling ourselves up, cozy robes, cozy blankets, hot tea. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's going to be a little bit different approach, but there is nurturing, the nurturing of the self, the self-care, the self-soothing that is happening, and that is going to be the way that the healing is able to happen for you, the way that energy of love, the energy of love is coming in through non-physical, in the form of, maybe flowers. For those of you in places where it's sunny and warm, there's some flowers blooming. And instead of, you get to go outside and have your summertime atmosphere. And that can be what's soothing, but hang in there. The energy coming in for you is hope. If you don't feel hope yet, you will. You will. And non-physical is with you, supporting you all the way. And this, as hard as this may be right now, also, you're going to be shifting into a state of appreciation for what has been and what is to come and what is now, that is really going to help you through and help you heal. So hang in there, keep doing what you're doing, and sending you, lots of hugs and love and light for sure as you work through that and walk through that. So fascinating how, it's been a tough time. Pile 3, I am so sorry. I feel like you've just been having a tough time of it, and I'm so glad you're here. And if you want to share a little of what you've been going through, whatever you feel like you need to share, if you want to, I really want this to be a loving and supportive community where we can all be there for each other. So if you feel moved to share, you don't have to. There's absolutely no pressure there. And for those of you who've been through something, if you have any words of wisdom and care to offer, please do offer that up for all of our Pile 3 viewers who are walking through this wild side and doing it with incredible dignity. I'm just really impressed. So let's get into what you don't see coming, because my goodness, I'm sure you're probably about ready to be done with the unknowns, but there will always be unknowns. We got to walk through it. Scout of Pentacles, that is, I'm going to have to double check. Just one second. Okay, so this is our Page of Pentacles. And isn't this fun? It's very meta. We've got a tarot reading going on. 4 of Cups. 3 of Swords. 8 of Swords, and 2 of Wands. All right. So, it looks like you have been struggling with some heartache over something that went sideways, maybe a lost relationship, but you are no longer stuck. You are on the move. So, something might actually be helping you make this shift. I think something is coming in. I think friendship, a new hobby, a new activity. Maybe you joined a gym. It's the beginning of the year. A lot of people join the gym at the beginning of the year. Something is helping you heal. Something is helping you, like you're literally leaping. Well, I shouldn't say literally. That doesn't make any sense. Well, some of you might be going skydiving. I mean, really, sometimes it takes some kind of action that scares us to shake us loose of our sadness. I'm not encouraging anybody to go skydiving, but if this is what you've done and that's your solution, then please share. I'd love to hear about it and how. I mean, I'm not brave enough for that, but I do know that even just joining a gym or choosing a new hobby or joining a yoga studio, something like that, doing something that puts you in a social setting, maybe doing something that you haven't done before that's out of your norm, and it's just shaking you loose so you can start moving again and seeing what it is you might like to do next, what you might like to invite into your life that's new. I think that's what's really going to bring the unexpected into your life, is that openness that you're developing because of this choice that you've made. So the unexpected is the choice you've made, the activity. Like when you tell people to join a gym, they say, really? I never imagined you would join a gym. Or, it could be something along those lines. Or you're doing it. What? You're doing Pilates. Like you're doing learning to paint murals. I don't know. You're learning to cook. It's something even you yourself, you're taking ballroom dance class. Like it's something you yourself would never have thought of doing. I did that once when I moved to a new town and I couldn't figure out what to do to make new friends and get out of a rut. And I saw down a few blocks away was a studio that taught ballroom dance classes. And I was like, well, off we go. Let's do it. Let's get out of the comfort zone, shake things up. And I had so much fun, and I was able to have more vision about my life and myself. For me, it really was a leap of faith. And it didn't become a career or anything like that, but I made some friends and I had a lot of fun, and it just got me out of my rut. And so you're tired of these kinds of thinking. You're tired of these thoughts. You're ready. And you're ready to just pick something, even if it's crazy, and you're ready to do it. And you're ready to have a new view of yourself and a new sense of yourself. And that is going to help you build confidence, which is going to help you trust the unknowns, which then is going to invite even more things that you would never have expected. Now that you've faced one unexpected activity, there's going to be more, and it's going to be a lot of fun because you will now know that you can handle it, that you've got it in you. That's really cool. You'll have to let us know what it is. If you either come back after you figured it out, or let us know what you have gotten into. I mean, maybe you're doing who knows? I don't even want to conjecture. It could be anything. I want to know. I'm so curious. So finally, we're going to see that what this next quarter holds that you will really, really love. Something you're really going to love. Okay. It's a lot of shuffling. Let's see. I'm just not feeling. Here we go. There we go. Looks like we have movement now. I'm a messy card person, I guess. Spirit likes to come in a mess for me. It works. So, let's see what we've got. We've got the King of Wands. I love that King of Wands. I always think of him as a doctor. We've got the Hermit. Hermit again. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely going to love this. And it's something from, I don't want to say it's something from your childhood, but it reminds you. It reminds you of something from your childhood, a place, or maybe it is someone that you knew a long time ago and you thought, and you never would have thought you'd see them again, and they show up in your life. For some of you, I think that's what's going on. We've got the Three of Cups, which is further telling me that there's really, and then the Page of Cups. So something, this is, yeah, this is a person. This is a person from your past coming in. And if it's not a person, it's a place. You're moving to a place that you, maybe you're moving back to wherever home was, where you grew up, or a place that you've absolutely loved. You're moving to a place that you've really fallen in love with at some point and you always wanted to live there. And now you finally get to. There's so much love and fun with this. I mean, that's established, that it's definitely something you're going to enjoy. And it's, you know, some of you are going to find out you're pregnant. And if you're not trying to get pregnant, then disregard that. But some of you, you are definitely finding out that you're going to have a baby. And for some of you, this is a new love coming in. And it's taking you back to those feelings you had when you were young. You did not think you could fall in love like this again. Some of you really, if it's love, you didn't think you could feel that way. It makes you feel almost like a teenager in love. And there's a purity to it and an honesty. And there's something that makes you, something about this person that makes you love yourself more. And you were fine being a hermit. You were fine being on your own, and you're still fine on your own, doing your own things, but now you have a companionship that you haven't had in a while, and it's really going to feel incredible. Yeah, I think your heart is ready. In this card, your heart is ready. This is a heart-centered thing that's coming in that you're absolutely going to love. That's something that resonates deeply. So, yeah, I just feel like I don't even have much more to say about it. It's really, it's so happy. There's so much warmth here. There's so much warmth. And I hope you'll share with me what this is, because if it's love, if it's a child, if it's a place, it could be a cat or a dog. I'm seeing some of you are getting a pet. And it's going to, maybe this is coming as a surprise, but you weren't expecting to get a pet, or maybe you've already been thinking you wanted to get a pet, and you've made up your mind it could be a bird. It could be any kind of pet, honestly. It could be a bunny rabbit. It could be a fish. But it's going to just light you up. You're ready. You're engaging with your heart. And pile 3. And that's really cool. So, all right, pile 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this reading supported you, please consider supporting me by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, clicking that notification bell, or leaving me a comment to let me know what you're looking forward to next in life. I look forward to hearing your stories. I love the way sharing brings us closer together in our beautiful soul garden. So, to all of my strange flowers out there, I'm sending you so much, let me see if I can do it, love and light. Got a lot of sunlight here. And keep blooming, and we'll see you next time.